Good morning.
Good morning.
It is Stitch Along Friday again. Aren't we
is.
happy?
Yes.
This is so good that everyone's here.
Yes.
Well, they're not here yet, but I'm sure they will be
They might be.
anytime.
Yes.
And then all we have to do is refresh.
I guess so. I think it's a refresh type of morning.
Anyway, it's a kind of a cloudy day here. We don't
is.
really have a very hot day, which is lovely.
Absolutely. Perfect.
Yes.
I love this.
This is perfect for us. This is our northwest weather.
Yeah.
And so those of you who are experiencing any heat waves or typhoons or whatever, our hearts go out to you.
Yes.
The idea that you're going to be escaping anything to do with weather is probably silly anyway.
That's right.
Just
Exactly.
Experience whatever it is there.
The weather is the weather.
Exactly. Oh, that's very profound.
I know. I thought it,
You thought it all up by
I thought it
yourself.
all up by myself on this Friday morning.
It is the 9th today, isn't it? July 9th, 2021.
Yeah.
Good heavens.
July 9th.
And it's been so long since we've had COVID in our minds, and now we're almost going to be out of
almost.
the panic. Anyway.
You've had your second shot, and I'm going for mine on Monday.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I think that getting our second shot makes me feel a lot better.
Definitely.
Especially in a few weeks.
Yes.
Anyway, those of you who are here now, it looks like Sue is here. We can see your comment now, Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Lots of rain in Connecticut? Oh, good heavens. That's unusual for July.
Lots of rain sounds good to us right now.
Yeah, especially with all our forest fires.
I think over 200 forest fires burning in BC right now.
Well, I don't think this will be the only time that we talk about them, but right now things are reasonably under control. So thank goodness for that.
Yes, the smoke hasn't rolled over yet.
Oh, here, no. But what I mean is in the interior of BC, it's not near, bothering people so much. They're keeping it away from people, which is what's important. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. We're fine.
Yes.
Because they're not.
Yes.
Loretta says hello. And Kim, good morning. Marley, Coco.
Hola.
That's right. Cynthia, good afternoon. Lots of rain in Connecticut, says Cynthia and Sue, but it's just cleared out now and the sun is shining. How lovely.
Very nice.
Linda from Waterlog, Connecticut. You guys. Rainy and the 70s in upstate New York.
Yeah.
Oh, right. You've got the remnants of Elsa. Exactly. We saw that on the news. I didn't think that it was such a big, it wasn't a hurricane force, so we just thought but it's quite a storm, I think, right? And it isn't going away anywhere, it looks like.
Oh, it's just kind of hovering?
I think so. I haven't actually looked for the path of Elsa, but it looks like it basically affected the entire eastern seaboard.
Okay.
I suppose it'll go on up to Nova Scotia and New Brunswick at some point.
Probably, yes.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got 16 of you here. Yep. Thank you so much for joining us in this live, exciting morning.
Yeah.
Neither of us feel very excited, though. I don't know why. Is it because things are slowing down here?
Yeah, things are slowing down a little bit. It's kind of, wrapping up the end of an era, shall we say. So,
that's the feeling. Yeah. And we're not quite beginning a new era yet, so.
Yeah, that's right. I feel like I'm stuck right in the middle,
Yeah.
I can't really think about next until this is done.
Until we finish what we've been doing for 25 years. Yeah. 24 years, 24, to be precise.
Yes. Yeah.
Kathy says, hello, cool and rainy from Maine. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you both. On this end, after the big heat wave, we really got going. And we had to do some more in the office. There was an extra large order that we had to make to all of our suppliers, which it was our fault, my fault, and yours probably a little bit.
Put the blame on me. But yes, absolutely.
Well, you and I, we didn't think of
didn't think.
There was a glitch in how we were ordering, which made sense from our previous ordering, but didn't make sense this time. So too bad for us because we had to do it again.
Yes.
Which meant that some of our new products will not be out for a little longer.
Yeah, that's right.
On a little longer. Cheryl Keensey, just tuning in. Cheryl, are you also getting Elsa? I thought that it might be covering your province. Mm-hmm. It looks like Let's see, just Donna Granger, sunny, soon to be hot, Berkeley. Yeah, it's supposed
That's
to
a
be really
change
warm.
for you, Donna.
That's nice. I'm glad to hear that. Thankfully, we didn't get the winds they were predicting. Thanks, Linda. Sorry, I almost didn't catch that because we're trying to read and talk at the same time. Very difficult to do two things at once.
It is. Multitasking isn't as easy as it used to be.
It isn't indeed. So Judy wants to send anyone an earthquake so that she gets some rain in exchange.
Okay.
Good idea. Actually, I knew somebody who went into the interior of BC because years ago, 25 years ago, because he said the earthquake possibility on the west coast, right here where we are on Vancouver Island, is too immediate for him. He was just afraid all the time of earthquakes. So he moved into the interior of BC, which now is, getting
Forest
dryness and having forest fires. You just can't get away from things. Marty says, hi from Lake Placid, New York. Oh, you got your water lilies pincushion. How exciting. 13 days from the order to delivery.
Perfect.
Whoa, even with the holidays in the middle. Because
Yeah.
we had our holidays and you guys had yours.
Absolutely. That's good timing.
I'll say. I'm very pleased.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us know, and I hope you're excited about it. We should talk about
We should.
right away.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the fact that
We've done something.
Yes.
For those of you who did not get the spindle pincushion,
Yes.
spindle, the wooden
the
part,
wooden part.
or any of the other lovely wooden items, which I'll just show you here.
And also the tray, which sorry.
Yeah, sure. So any of our wooden items on our website, I'm just showing you samples, not that just these, but any of the wooden items, they are now for sale. They're not on sale, but they're for sale.
Yes.
Again, because we have decided to order one more time from our Italian woodworker. He does such a beautiful job, and I know some of you were very disappointed, particularly with our water lilies.
Pincushion.
Oh, I guess I should do it this way, eh? Or is it this one?
I don't think it really matters as to which one.
Our water lilies pincushion. I removed this, the other one, and put this one in its place. So those of you who were kind of disappointed and didn't want to order at the time because you wouldn't have gotten the wooden, what do they call this? Spindle pincushion.
Yeah.
You can still order it now until Monday. I think Monday at noon or Monday at 5, something like that. On Monday anyway, it will be taken off sale. But you can still order one, but it will take us
Probably about 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks.
Well, first of all, we have to put in the order.
Yes.
Then this gentleman who does all this wonderful woodwork has to put us in his schedule.
Yes.
So then he has to make all of our pieces, and then they have to come here, and then we have to send them to you. So it might be a little longer than 6 to 8 weeks.
Got 8 weeks, yes.
I'm guessing that it could be as much as 2 months to 2.5 months.
Yes.
But the point is, you can order it, and you'll get it eventually, and certainly before Christmas.
Yes.
So the cool thing is you can also get the laying tool to match and the little beehives. They're all available, and they've been available for a couple of days, but we wanted to announce it this weekend, and I'll send out an email, right?
Yes.
I think we should.
I think that's a good idea. Now, the tray here doesn't come from the Italian woodworker, but it's still, you can order it, and we'll order it for you.
Exactly. So it's basically we'll order what you order.
Yes.
And if you don't order, that's fine. We'll just won't order anything from our woodworkers. But if you order it over this weekend, then we'll be sure to put yours in the order as well. And this is the way we can keep track, just as long as you don't expect it to come in 6 weeks, okay, or 2 to 3 weeks, or tomorrow.
Yes.
Because that would be very difficult.
It just won't.
That's right. It just won't. Anyway, just go to the wooden items. I think they're under accessories. If I got that right.
I think they're under accessories.
Finishing accessories. I think that's, or just type in wood or
wooden spindle pincushion or beehive scissor holder or laying tool.
Laying tool, I think, is in its own category. I should have put it with the other stuff, actually. Diane Mertisdorf is here. Hello. I'm just looking to, Brenda
Yeah.
Leclaire. Thank
Yeah.
you. Good morning. Thank you, Suzanne. Good
Hi,
morning.
Suzanne.
And she received, Brenda received her ACPAC from her shop in Denver.
Oh,
so relieved.
very nice.
Excellent. Good to hear. Beverly got, I got in Bev in Hot Ca. Okay.
I think it's
hot in California. That sounds about right. Suzanne Healy and everyone watching. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Loretta's package arrived. Thank you
Cool.
for letting us know. Ellen says good morning from Stirling, Scotland.
Hello, Ellen.
And Suzanne says she received hers on Monday. Yay. I think this is so great because it really looks like our postal system, particularly from Canada into the U.S., is now functioning so much better than it did during COVID.
Yes.
Cheryl says yes, she's getting Elsa through Nova Scotia. Love your necklace, says Jennifer. Thank you. Yeah. You always find something to compliment. You're so sweet. I was here before looking at myself in the monitor, and I thought, something missing. Oh yeah, I usually wear a necklace. I don't do that so much in the summertime. It kind of gets too hot, but today was cooler. Tammy's right in the middle of grocery and school supplies. School supplies already?
Yeah.
Tammy, it's not even, do you guys get to go to school
maybe they
earlier?
Go back mid-August?
Maybe. Yeah, we're so used to September being the children go back to school then. Hello, Mary Woodwitz. Good morning, Pat. Vicky from El Paso. Yep. Good heavens, everyone's here. Nice to see. Anyway, so we're letting you know, and now we'll let you know again, because there will be new people coming in, so they'll find out again, because we'll talk about our wood stuff again at the end of this live stream. So what have you done this week? Besides that humongous reorder?
Well, yes, it was the reordering that took my time, some bookkeeping, the receiving of orders coming in.
That's right, because we already had ordered, right?
Yeah, so receiving some of those and learning how to package orders to send out.
That's right, because we are actually now down to just one employee, which is Lisa.
Yes.
We have had to, actually, Kathleen is still coming in on Monday and Tuesday, and that will be her last day.
Yes.
And Elaine was also has also left about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So we're kind of shutting down the major parts of the operation, especially for this summer.
Yes.
And then we'll see how we can expand again next year, and if we do. I mean, it's a question of how we can reorganize Victoria Samper. So we're working part-time and having fun doing it.
Yes.
I think that it would be really nice to have the opportunity to do a few designs and that you do some finishing and that we share that with you all. I'm just not sure how to arrange it so that it's all financially possible, because it takes some planning and business plans.
Yes.
At least that's what they're called, I think. So Tammy's girls start school on August 24th. Yeah, it's a really good idea. Get it out of the way early. Besides, everybody wants to shop just before school. And then you're like right in the crowds.
Yeah.
Ellen has received her Bling Tree leaflet and ACPAC. Yes, and actually the last one was sold, I think, this morning. The last Bling Tree.
We're completely out now?
Yes, we have. We had a lot. And thank goodness we did, because so many people would have been disappointed.
Absolutely. So
that was good. Good morning, Jillian. Nice to see you too. I know I didn't miss you.
Yeah.
What did I do this week? Oh, yes. I have an interest in a warehouse just a little ways away, 10 minutes away. And unfortunately, there was a leak, and the remediation company got called in without my knowledge and was busy tearing out all my flooring, all my baseboards, all my
basically tore out everything.
All the kitchenette and the one upstairs tore out so much I can't even tell you. And it was for a little leak. Anyway, I won't go on because I really get hot under the collar. And now I've been told that by the same remediation company, it would cost around $40,000 to put it back to the way it was.
Yes.
Can you believe that?
They didn't really need to tear it out in the first place.
So I think it's some kind of collusion between the insurance companies and the remediation companies and all, I don't know, the property management companies. The point is that my insurance just doesn't cover that amount.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Yeah.
happily they are going on their merry way saying, oh, just call your insurance. Yeah, if the insurance had been enough to pay for that, that would have been great. So I've been finagling and contracting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I just got a note this morning saying that the contract for the handyman,
yes,
it's also big.
Oh,
so, I think he thinks he's like a big company, like he's a contracting company. He's only one guy, but anyway. So even though he was very nice, I'm afraid we're not going to be able to use it. You want one of the old-fashioned kind that says,
absolutely,
sure, I'll do this. You bring the materials and I'll just put it in. And that's what I'm looking for. Yeah. So too bad.
I think those are few and far between.
They really are. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what I've been doing this week, and it was the last thing in the world that I wanted to do, honestly. But I am forging ahead, so that was my busyness.
Yeah.
And of course, taking care of, bills and talking to you and Kathleen and, basically looking over all of the things that we are going to have to do this month in order to kind of close the chapter.
That's right.
We have a lot of stuff to go through and find out what we're going to actually leave and write off. And I don't know what we're going to do.
No.
It's pretty exciting.
It is. Yes.
Because I like a clean slate.
Yes. Yeah.
Jennifer Gowan says, enjoy your retirement, semi-retirement, schedule guilt-free. Thank you. we both do, absolutely. We both do really deserve to get some time off. And we're not quite there yet, but we're getting there.
No.
Karen Lark is here. And Jeanette Arizmendi from Bogota. Hola, right?
Hola, yeah.
Jeanette Arizmendi says, Bendiciones, which it seems like blessings for your retirement. Thank you. I just clicked on the translation. Thanks, Jennifer Davis. Yeah, I don't think it will be in our favor. No. It's just a heck of a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I have to make sure that it gets done. And I don't think we're going to get all of it done. It's just not possible to pay for it all. All the stuff they took out. Nuts, it says Tammy Thompson. Yeah. Exactly. It's not easy. Be very happy with your new state. Thank you for everything. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Very sweet of you. So that's our week.
Yes.
And our coming week, I think, is going to be a little nicer, a little less jarring.
It is, yes. I've only got 3 days next week.
Yes.
Yes.
You know why?
Well, yeah.
It's her birthday.
It's my birthday.
You didn't want to say it, did you?
I didn't, no. I'm trying to ignore it. But I am taking a couple of days off. And I normally don't take a day off on my birthday, but...
No, but you deserve it.
But I am taking a couple of days, so...
That's pretty exciting. Yes. You're going to take off the 15th, which is your birthday.
Which is actually my birthday. And I'm going to take off the 16th as well, although I'll be out here for the morning.
Yeah, I still don't understand how you can take a day off and still come in. But hey, this is what Lisa loves, to come and talk to you guys. So it's really sweet.
So, even though I won't be working anymore here, I'll still come out for Facebook Friday.
That's right. And actually, Lisa will not be working here on a full-time basis anymore, so we'll have to let everyone know that the emails are going to be at the end of July. That the emails are going to end up having to be maybe answered in a few days, because I can still answer some of them, but I won't be able to do everything you do. And hopefully Lisa will deign to come in for a day once a week, just to keep up with bookkeeping, etc. Because, boy, I don't know how to do it. I've learned to, depend on you so heavily.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's what my goal was.
It was, and you did a good job. Aw, happy birthday from all these people.
Thank you.
To Donna, to Jennifer, and to Tammy. How sweet of you. And it looks like happy day and a profitable weekend group. Thank you, Magali.
Thank you.
Kim, right? Yeah. Kim said, happy birthday. Celebrate each and every one. Linda Bazarski.
Thank you.
It's nice. I don't think you like being the center of the birthday attention.
No, God, no.
Let's make it really big then.
My mom always, will go out for dinner or something like that. And she always has to tell the restaurant that we're going to that it's my birthday.
And then, so then you'd have a cake brought to you.
Cake and singing, and it's like, Mom, no, don't.
So you're going like this? Don't look at me, don't look at me.
I remember one time we went to the Japanese Village, which is a Japanese restaurant here, and they came out and the staff were singing and wanted me to put on a tsunamono, or it's kind of a hat type of thing. It's like, no, I'm not putting on something that everybody has worn. It's like, ew.
So did you say no? Did you like?
I said no, I'm not gonna wear that. But they, happy birthday, dear customer, in a Japanese accent. So it was quite cute.
That is cute. Absolutely cute. And lots of people are saying have a fantastic birthday.
Thank you.
You'll have to look later and see how many people are wishing that for you. It's nice to have a big birthday is it a big birthday this year?
Well, it's 60, yes.
Yeah, see? I told you it was a big birthday. But lots of people like having a birthday in the summer because then you can have birthday parties outside. My mom was on the 16th, which was a day after you.
Yes.
And she had a birthday celebration outside her house under the canopy with the umbrellas, and all her family came every 5 years. She didn't do it every year. Mm-hmm. She just did it every 5 years. And you could do it every 60 years.
Well, I remember as a kid not liking to have my birthday mid-July.
Oh, because your friends.
Yeah. I could never have a birthday party with all my school friends because they would all be off doing, camping or what have you. So that was kind of,
They were away.
Yeah.
You wanted to see them.
Well, that's right. Exactly. So summer birthdays as a kid weren't so much fun.
I understand that. Yeah. I had, my birthday's February 16th, and so it was very close to Valentine's Day. And my birthday, for my friends, didn't celebrate my birthday. They celebrated Valentine's Day in general.
Yeah.
Having a birthday party of any sort was a little tough. It kind of got in the way of handing out Valentine cards or whatever.
Right. Well, my nephew's birthday is on Valentine's Day.
Oh, see? Now, and then I know Kathy Jean's birthday. No, not hers birthday, but her husband's birthday is
Boxing Day.
The day after Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get kind of ignored because people are like still doing Christmas. Anyway, look at how many birthdays you've got. And it is a big one. 60 years old. Good heavens. So how do you feel? Do you feel old now?
No, not until you said that. But
You're not old. The thing is that you're so much younger than me that you just have to feel young around. Right? What were you going to say?
Excuse me, yes.
Oh, Kim's birthday is on Valentine's Day. Oh, see, I feel for you.
Yeah.
And someone else said her birthday is also on yours. Judy. No, close.
It's the 11th.
Gotcha.
Oh, so that's like, Sunday? Today's the 9th, right?
Yes.
Sunday. Happy birthday, Judy.
Birthday. Exactly. Anybody else's birthday? Oh, looks like Suzanne Healy is close to yours too.
July 19th.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Well, my close school friend from like elementary school, her birthday was the 14th.
Yes. So you ended up celebrating with her a bit?
With her, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Well, actually, having a happy birthday at this time of the year, I think is just a wonderful time. Also in what's happening with Victoria Sampler because you've got something to celebrate already. Are you going to see your mom and dad?
Yes, I'm going to head up to my hometown on Saturday, and I think there's something planned up there. They're saying it was for my cousin's 50th birthday, who turned 50 in January of this year. So
I think it's a specious excuse. They're trying to get you up there so that they'll throw you a surprise.
Well, that's right. And then apparently I'm rolled in there, but so.
Now I have a feeling you're going to be the focus.
Well, we'll see. I hope not. I hope I'm not the focus, but
Well, wear your best.
Yeah, I will. Yes.
And then totally relax because it's not even up to you.
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
They're going to do what they're going to do anyway.
Yeah.
And she'll have a wonderful time. You always do. When the time you've finished, once you're up there and you're not worried about it anymore, you're fine.
Yes, absolutely.
Jennifer Davis, mine and my womb mate's birthday is close to Thea's on the 19th. Oh yes, okay. So you're an Aquarius too, if you go for that kind of thing. Aquarians usually do.
Yeah.
Tammy's birthday is on the 26th. Well, you guys, thank you so much for sharing your birthday details with us because birthdays are fun to celebrate.
They are. Yes.
And are you going to have chocolate?
I most certainly hope so. Yes, that is one of my favorite things is good quality chocolate. But I also made reservations yesterday to go to the Beach House restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's such a beautiful spot.
It's a beautiful spot. It's a historic building overlooking the water, so it's quite nice.
It's just a beautiful
Yeah.
spot, and they have good cuisine. I think
Mhm.
I'm
Yes.
going to call it cuisine because it was actually quite
Yeah.
fancy and
Yeah.
nice when I went there.
Yes.
So,
It's-
have you
it's
been
quite good.
there recently at all? Or
We were there last summer sometime. Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
same kind of deal.
Yes.
Pat-
Haven't really been going out to restaurants that much
no,
at all.
no, I know, not
Mhm.
lately, have we?
Mm-mm.
Cheryl says happy birthday.
Thank you.
And thank you, Pat, for sharing about your son, and Serena from semi-cloudy Washington, Pennsylvania. Have a great birthday.
Thank you.
July is a good birthday month,
Yeah.
month, says Karen, who's in the same month. And that does sound wonderful.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jennifer. So we have a Stitch of the Week, though.
We do.
I spent
Yes.
yesterday doing the
Yes.
videos for
Thank
them.
goodness for that.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So the Stitch of the Week is the pulled satin stitch.
Yes.
And really, all a satin stitch, all we're talking about is to pull the satin stitch.
Mhm.
Everyone knows how to do a satin stitch by now. Make sure that when you do a satin stitch, you actually pull it so that the little gathering of the horizontal threads is in the middle of your
Yes.
bars of vertical ones. So you're going to show that one?
I
This
am.
is the Beyond Cross Stitch version of it. And I think it shows on the edges right there, but you'll be able to see it in a minute.
Okay.
This is level 4. I better hold
Okay.
it. Yeah. I'm just holding it so that I'm just holding it because otherwise you can't see whether it's in focus or not. And it's beautifully in focus. See the edge there, right there. All these little guys are satin stitches and they've been pulled so that when you pull them, you make them go into this cute little pattern. And I have it on our YouTube channel. So if you're ready at 10 o'clock, go and have a
Yes.
look at it. I haven't used it that often
No,
because
you
it's
haven't.
quite labor intensive,
Yeah.
but the effect is gorgeous.
Definitely.
Really
Yes.
is, especially if you put something dark behind that
Mhm.
band. And so we have 2 of them, right? We
Yeah,
have this one.
we
Thank
do.
you for pulling
Yeah.
that out.
I couldn't find too many other models for it.
No, I think I did it quite often at the beginning of when I first started stitching. There is another one just like it. These are all pulled stitches and you pull really tight.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to see. Once you get started though, you'll see that the if you have a good magnifying glass, this is really simple to do. But
Exactly. And the idea is to work 3 rows kind of over 2 fabric threads, and then in between those blocks, you do over 6 fabric threads.
Mhm.
And that way it kind of looks like it's blocked a little bit.
exactly. So there's the other one. You can oh yeah, you can
Yeah.
see this one pretty well too. So there it is right there in the middle. There's a lovely single cross eyelet on top of that. And then there is the pulled satin stitches right here. Notice how the middle satin stitches here, I didn't pull very hard. So all you can see that's pulled are these 3 rows of tiny satin stitches.
Mhm.
And so that's a different way to do it. If you don't pull some of them, you get a different effect.
Yes.
And that's our Stitch
Yeah.
of the Week.
Those are the only models I could find.
It doesn't mean I didn't do it in other ones, but I
Yeah.
think it's a question of having to find the models.
Yeah.
Because we kind of don't have a list of all of the stitches for all of our samplers. But you may find them in other samplers. We were thinking it could be in the Heirloom Birthday sampler.
I was thinking it was heirloom birth, but you've got an heirloom birth in the back, and I couldn't see it on that
Yeah,
one. So
no, I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah.
It looks like, let's see. Hi, Serena, says Linda. Celebrate with his classmates. You were talking about that earlier, Pat Henke. Thank you. And you guys are chit-chatting together about your rain. I guess the storm, the tropical storm, can really wreak havoc and all across the east.
Yep.
So you with your rain and us with our fires,
Yes.
including California, I'm sure. I think it would be really good if we just like got together
Yes.
and put out the fires, and we're all
That's
happy.
right. Yeah.
It never works that way, though,
No.
unfortunately.
No, it doesn't. It's been a while since we've actually had rain, I think.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get some very soon, apparently.
certainly hope
But I
so.
don't think it's very much.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
I just got this lovely card, and I think I've already shown this, but I got this card from Lorraine recently, and I think she did this online, where she took some of the pictures of her stitched models and put them on this postcard. And then online, on the postcard in the back, she has printed, by the time you get this card, both of your eyes will be ready for action. Wow. And then here, this looks like a little stamp, but it's actually a picture of her 2 grandchildren. Honestly, I think this is adorable. And right here is also it is the actual postage stamp.
Postage stamp, yeah.
So it's part of this app or program that you can just do online.
And it's called, what is it?
Touch Note.
Touch Note.
So TOUCHNOTE. And I'm pretty sure touchnote.com exists. And you would be able to do this too. I just found this not only very thoughtful, thank you, Lorraine, and very, very kind to remember the fact that I just finished having all of my cataracts removed and it's all fine. But to do this with some of the models of the designs that I did so long ago. Thank
And
you.
I like how it's, sorry.
Cardstock, it's all shiny.
Yes, it's been enclosed or
Yeah, it's,
laminated. That's the word I was trying to think.
it feels like it, but it's not really laminated.
No, I guess not.
It's kind of shiny on the outside though, so it looks like it's been printed and then something on top of it.
something on top. It's
We don't
glossy
know how
anyways.
they do it. I wanted to show you because Touch Note sounds like such a fun thing to send to people. And I'm also sending you one showing you one from Wanda Brethar. She's usually not here, but I've met Wanda so often, and I think Sue, you might remember her, and Linda, and all of the people that have gone to Stitcher's Hideaway. You may have remember her too. She says, as you retire, it's important for you to know that you truly made a difference here at our house, she says. May your days be full with fun and laughter during your retirement. With all our love, Wanda and Alan Brethar. And they used to come to these stitching holidays, stitching retreats together. And I think he was as much interested in stitching as she was. And she was delicate health, so he was there to help her every minute of and they're such a dear couple. I remember spending time with them because they really wanted to get to know me and vice versa. So it was lovely. So I got an actual personal letter.
You don't see that often anymore.
No, that was so special. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I'm just delighted. I don't have a birth date, but I do have a card. I'm going to have a birthday party for you, Lisa.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah. Breakfast is what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. She's got it all planned out already. Oh, good.
Breakfast is always good.
Yes. We've had great fun having early morning breakfast.
Early morning breakfast, absolutely.
Together. What I was going to say, too, is, don't forget, all our wooden items on our website, this is for the new people, all our wooden items on our website are available now to order just for this weekend.
Yeah.
After that, we will take them off the website, so you won't be able to order on Monday afternoon or so. So on Tuesday, you won't be able to order them. And that's when we're going to order the actual items that you guys have actually paid for.
Basically, it's a pre-ordering.
Right, where you pay ahead of time, though. And that means that you might not get them for another couple of months, but do know that they will be ordered for you and will be sent to you as soon as we get them. So that's what we decided to do for people who were disappointed.
Yes, and there were a couple.
Quite a few that said, I wish I could have gotten the spindle pincushion. So we're doing that for you. Also, I want to discuss some actual stitching things.
Good. I think that's good. Since it is Stitch Along Friday to talk about stitching.
I feel so silly because we just talk about ourselves all the time. And I guess the other thing is that we don't just talk about ourselves, but also about you guys. And I was wondering if anybody had any trouble figuring out about our leaflets and like how we put things together. I have a feeling that most of you are quite comfortable with the way we have laid out, or Lisa has laid out our leaflets. So to share with you, for instance, a little bit about how I designed at the beginning. and then the measurements, right, of the pieces that are in there, usually, and then the directions that start. Often at the top, but could also start on the side depending on what Lisa's directions are. And then the really explicit directions. Those I think you're happy with. But I was wondering if anyone had any trouble between a diagram and a main chart.
Yes.
Because it's possible that, like on the main chart, there's a leaflet there. Do you think we could just show the main chart of our new water lilies pincushion? First, we should probably show them that this was the water lilies pincushion. And then, yes, by all means.
Okay.
Notice how this is called, what we call this is the main chart. It is the chart that you go by, but it is a type of a cross-stitch chart. So every square is actually 2 fabric threads. And that's the reason we call it a cross-stitch chart, even though it's not all cross-stitch.
Yeah.
So you see some of these lines, for instance, here. They are literally over however many fabric threads those squares indicate, right? That's really important to know. You might not do them exact. Those lines are fine if they're not done exactly the way we've shown them. But what's important is that every square is the same as seeing this configuration, 2 fabric threads, horizontal and 2 vertical. So that the points of the square is where you go up and down. Those are the actual holes on the points of the square. Then there's the diagrams, which they make it totally different orientation, which is that each line in our graph is the same as a fabric thread, right?
That's true. We only have a couple of them here because one is actually a placement chart, and that's also a
so
chart
we
as well.
I didn't bring another one. I should bring you another one because it's important that people realize the difference in a diagram. Do I have a diagram here? No, I don't have any other diagrams. Nope, no other diagrams.
I mean, I can grab another leaflet, but
Can
this one,
you?
yes, I most certainly can.
Because this is obvious what this means.
That's great.
It's actually what we're trying to show is a diagram like this is easy to see. These lines are all fabric threads, right? But when we can't always use this program to make our diagrams, so we use the same program and the same view as one of these charts. But the lines are the fabric threads in those diagrams. And Lisa's just gone to get a nice little leaf to show you what a diagram might look like. Yes, exactly. We'll just show you this one. Whoops, I have to see myself. So these are also the same kind of diagrams as these. These are a diagram very close up and really realistic. But this is the same thing. So when you see a dot, you come up with your needle. And when you see an arrow, you go down into that hole. So instead of the main chart being where there's a cross in that square, in this case, it's a hole between the fabric threads. So in our diagrams, all diagrams mean that the lines are the fabric threads. And so you have to twist your mind
that's right.
around a little bit. I think it's pretty obvious a lot of the time. But if you're not familiar and you wonder why does it look like this here and it looks like that there, we made a real standard so that we'll always call a main chart, even if there's 2 or 3 main charts in the same leaflet.
Exactly. Now, sometimes, like for the water lilies, for example, there's it says a diagram, but it says it's called a placement chart.
Oh, right.
So they are still charts.
Instead of a main chart, it's a placement chart.
It's a placement chart for placement of your silk ribbons.
But it's not a diagram.
No, but I do call it a diagram as a reference in the instructions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yes.
I made a mistake.
But it does say, placement chart.
And the placement part of it just means that the chart itself looks exactly the same as our main chart, except you'll see different directions, like maybe outlining or whatever. Looks like we're chatting about the weather for a while. Tedra, hello. Nice to see you. Good for you. And Susanna is here. Hello. Did you just say I'm tonight late that we can pre-order accessory packs?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. No, not accessory packs.
Not at this
no.
time. So what we do have, though, is we have all the wooden items, Tedra, available on our website right now, and they will be available for you to order anytime this weekend. Because we have basically just left it open, and we're counting how many people are ordering ahead of
Yeah.
time, and then we will place our order with our woodworker. So if you want to have any of our wooden items, you know the kind I mean.
Yes.
These spindle pin cushions, our lovely little beehive scissor holder, and this, which is a gorgeous laying tool that matches. And then the tray, which is still behind you. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
The tray of the tray
The
pin
tray.
cushion. So all of those will be ordered on Tuesday because we will cut off the ordering for those for you on Monday. Okay, so there we go. And as far as pre-ordering accessory packs, we're not doing that yet.
No.
But I can tell you there's a possibility we might in the
Yes,
future.
In the future.
But it will not be for another couple of months that we start doing that because we have enormous large orders that we have to still complete before we change our whole pattern of ordering. So for the time being, please be okay without those. I think we might have a few extra of the Christmas Village coming
Yes,
in the fall.
There's a good possibility that the
Yes.
Christmas Village may reappear in the
Reappear in the normal way that we have been doing it. Tammy says, I'm very happy with the layout of your leaflets. So
thank you.
Isn't that lovely? Jennifer says, I love your leaflets. I've never had trouble with any of your instructions or diagrams. See that, what you do?
Thank you.
Lisa's actually a very careful person. And so everything she does, she checks and double checks. So the things that are the most careful that she really spends time making sure that you can follow them are our leaflets and the instructions and the diagrams. That has been your forte, honestly. It's not everybody can do that work.
Thank you.
And really, I certainly couldn't. I mean, I could, but I would not like it. And you do such a good job.
And I love it. So
And you do it well and happily.
Yeah.
And also, of course, goes along with that kind of care is bookkeeping. And, she just has a thing about numbers. She remembers all these numbers.
I remember numbers. I do indeed.
So I'm really glad to hear. I think the charts are wicked awesome.
Thank
says
you.
Sue. I'm slowly getting ready to stitch the water lilies. Fabric waiting to be prepared. Oh, Tammy, it's going to be so nice to see your first progress photo. Jean Morrison, thank you for replying to Tedra. Your directions are so much better than any other companies.
Thank you.
Oh, isn't that amazing? So much. Oh, you get an A+.
Thanks, Donna.
And Kathy says, I love your leaflets. The instruction diagrams help explain it to me and tell me where to go, come up and go down. Exactly. They're excellent. You have the clearest chart I've ever seen. Oh my goodness.
Good, thank you.
And that's saying something because I know you people stitch a whole bunch of other kinds of designs as well. And we're very grateful for your compliments. And also the fact that you can follow them so easily means that people who are beginners also have that same feeling, I think.
Yes.
But I just thought I'd go over the main chart and the diagrams a little bit. It's part of my I've got these stitching FAQ
You do?
in the classroom.
Yeah.
And I've been following it, sort of kind of going over all of the different details as far as stitching is concerned. Now, what I would like to ask you guys is, what would you like to see in our special next weeks of Stitch Along Friday? We, of course, have the Stitch Along.
Yes.
And it's here.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'll show you at the end. But I was wondering if you guys had any wishes that, that you would like us to discuss, talk about, find out how to do, show you. Because we're getting to the end of showing you some of our new things, because our newest things have just been released.
Yeah.
And there won't be any more new things for a little while. So I was wondering if you had any suggestions on how we could spend time and enjoy our Stitch Along Friday, have different kinds of themes. We're still going to have Stitch of the Week.
Still going to have Stitch of the Week. We're still going to have the Stitch Along charts.
Yes. And we also are not going to be working in the office as much.
No.
So whatever it is that we decide that we're going to do, I was thinking that we could have a raffle of some of our models that we have.
That's a good idea. Yes. Yeah.
We have some models that were stitched for us for some of the trunk shows. And so we have some duplicates, and they are beautifully stitched.
Yes.
Truly. And they are some nicely framed, not extravagantly framed, but they are framed. And we have them in our cupboard. And don't step on my toe.
Sorry, I kept on moving my foot over, playing footsies with you.
I thought that was funny.
Watch out for your toes. So,
My toe is fine. No, my toe is fine. You can step on my toe anytime. Just take your hard slipper off first.
My hard slipper, and don't grind it in here.
Anyway, so we were thinking that maybe something like that, we could have a little contest. We could have just a draw so that, we could award someone this prize of one of our stitched models. So that could be something that we could include. Susanna says, I listen to everything with pleasure, whatever you talk about. Thank you. One of the things that I might have a great week, Suzanne.
Yeah.
Sorry. One of the things I thought I might do is maybe bring up some history.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because it's something that I don't know, those of you who have done stitching all of your life, have you, involved yourself with how we got here as a craft, as an art? Because there have been many, many needle women before us. And to know that you're a part of this long history of decoration and industry and artistry, it might be interesting for you, a little tidbit every week.
Yes.
So thank you, Susanna. Oh, look, Jennifer Gowan says, I am self-taught. No one knew I stitched. I learned everything from your charts.
Very nice. Thanks, Jennifer.
Thank you, Loretta. And Tedra says, great, thanks. Okay, good. We answered what you needed. Mary Hawthorne, good morning. A raffle is a great idea. Oh my God, I'm in. Okay, good. That's kind of a fun thing. A raffle doesn't mean that you have to buy anything. It's just a question of joining us and putting in your 2 cents. It probably will do it according to a poll, or I'm not quite sure how we can set it up online. If anyone has any ideas, I'm all ears, because we'd like to fill up our time with something fun for those of you to look forward to. Cheryl says, did you have desktop publishing education, Lisa, or did you just learn by doing?
I just learned by doing and with Thea's help. Yeah.
Well, we actually both learned a little bit together. I had an idea of what I wanted, and so we kind of worked together, and I said, well, I wanted this, and she would learn to do that, and then that didn't work. And then so it's basically
evolved over the years.
Yeah, the two of us basically evolved the system. But thank you. It's really nice to hear that. And we actually can't do any other publishing.
Yeah. No. We've tried looking at other programs, and we could probably figure it out, but it would take much longer than what either one of us wanted to invest in learning the new system. So fingers crossed that the system we're using doesn't fail on us.
That's right. That program has to stay there. We've brought it along even to Windows 10 thanks to our techie guy. Thank you. Wow, says Susanna Letanai. A friend of mine in 9th grade, says Tammy, taught me how to cross stitch. After college, I started learning the specialty stitches and the hard hanger. Cheryl says, I love Stitch of the Week. Maybe it would be fun to show non-framed ways to finish. Oh, okay. So more finishing, I think, is something that people would really like to hear about. When we're live, though, there is a limitation. The only thing I can think of is to use that other camera.
Yes.
And not too close, so the focus stays in focus. And then you could show some things underneath the camera. Like if this was the camera, you'd be showing stuff, and this would be the table right here. And it's possible that we could show some bits of little bits, just the finesse. And you could be leaning over and just doing it right there.
Yes, I could. That sounds like an idea.
It does, doesn't it? And Linda Marchand said, that sounds like fun. Thank you. if you have any other ideas, please email me. Actually, just email me because Lisa will be gone for a little while this weekend and also next. And I'm usually the one that does the planning. So email me at thea@victoriasampler.com.
Yes.
It's real easy to remember.
Yeah.
And if you've got an idea, I'm happy to listen because we're kind of going into a whole other segue.
Yes.
The rest of this year is going to be a little different, and so we'd like
Yeah.
to make it fun for you while we're doing this.
Yes.
Susanna also is interested in the finishes. So Serena says, I want to know how to run a thread on the back side in some hardanger stitches. Is this possible? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Serena, not only that, I think it is also in some of my online YouTube videos, but it'll be hard for you to figure out where it is exactly. So, but I can show you throughout, like I can show stuff too.
Absolutely.
Not just your finishing.
It may be a whole new segue into, Stitch Along Fridays.
Yeah, exactly. So we can try. And certainly things like how to run threads and how to make them stick, especially in hardanger, can get really, there's ways of doing things that makes it much simpler. So that could be a whole series of fun things to do. Thank you, Serena.
Definitely.
Great idea. Even just ideas how to finish things instead of just framing. Yeah, I think, Margaret, somebody said that earlier. Mary says, my mom and grandma stitched and taught me. That's so sweet. And the whole point is instead of just framing.
Yes.
Really, we agree with you completely because that's what we call finishing. When we frame it, we call it framing.
Yeah.
And anything else is called finishing.
Yes.
Which is funny. Because when you think about these, I have to show this one. We'll show this one. When you think about this, for instance, this is not framing, and this is finishing. What she's done here with the cording around the edge and how to make it look like you cannot see where it starts. Well, a little bit. You can tell.
Yeah.
But the way this is done, really high like this, how did she do that, right? Right? So these are the kinds of things that just even a small detail, not everything, just a detail. Do you have anything to finish at home?
Oh my God. Do I have things to finish at home? I have boxes of things to finish at home.
So you could just bring in one of those and do a little finishing.
And do a little finishing. Yeah, certainly can.
Whatever it is.
Definitely.
It doesn't even have to be different every week. It can just be whatever it is you're working on.
Whatever I'm working on that week. Because right now I have all sorts of plans of what I'm going to do when I'm no longer working. So, yeah.
On the days you have free.
Yeah. On the days I have free, besides cleaning my house, which is in dire need of, but that's a whole different story.
That's the feeling that I get too. I just want to get everything organized again and start over. It's just such a great feeling to know that something's ending, but more new stuff will be beginning, and that's really going to be great.
Definitely.
Margaret says I'm running out of wall space.
Me too, Margaret. I'm running out of all kinds of space. Wall space, cabinet space. I'm just running out of space.
Cupboard space.
Yes, the cupboard space.
Carol says she's also self-taught, but it was before your time in business. Yes. I only started in the business, I think, in 92, 93.
92, something like that, yeah.
Yes, and I started by going to one of the trade shows in Charlotte, in North Carolina. And my first trade show was overwhelming. I had no idea that there were so many people so interested in so much to do with stitching. And it was only a needlework show. So now the needlework has actually lessened a bit. And it actually is rolled into trade shows that also have to do with quilting and or other crafts, which is fine. It just has its own separate corner in one of these great big trade showing buildings. But at the time, needlework was so big that it required a whole building by itself to have one. And I remember going there and seeing all of the people. Like I remember seeing Just Nan. I saw Nan Caldera, and I saw Maureen. What's her last name? I've forgotten. All the people kind of run through my head. Sandy from Sweetheart Tree, and all these people back then. And seeing them all, and then engaging with the shop owners, who would be the people who would come for these trade shows, and their interest in all the new things, and mine too. And there would be little boxes and little things that you could add to your needlework, sold by people who then manufactured those things. So it was the most wonderful experience. But at the time, I felt like coming all the way from Victoria and going there, doing that twice, I think I did. I ended up having really bad migraines.
You did suffer from bad migraines for several years, so.
Yeah, for about 25 years. And so because they triggered my migraines, all that travel and all that noise, so I ended up not going anymore. But it was so exciting to see how much interest there was.
Yeah.
How did I get on that subject? I don't know.
I don't know, but it was interesting.
Yeah, it's about needlework.
Yeah.
Oh, because Carol said it was before my time in business.
Yes. Yeah.
That's right. Back in the 90s. Ellen says, great idea. Thank you. And Donna says, me too, Lisa. No more places to put anything. I rotate stuff.
Yeah.
And you really do,
Good idea.
Donna. Kathy, too, taught herself in 1982, and she's been hooked ever since. Maureen Appleton, thank you, Taffy. You're right. I learned of your charts probably in 1998-99 when I went to the local cross-stitch store towards Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pat has retired and her shop is closed for over 15 years.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wow.
these old memories.
Absolutely.
I mean, you used to talk to all these shops
Yes.
yourself.
Oh, definitely. Over the years, 24 years of talking to people, and definitely in the last 5, so many have closed.
The shops, you mean?
So many shops
Yeah.
have closed.
How many? I think in our heyday there were
Oh, almost 800
800 shops
Yeah.
that we dealt with.
that we dealt with.
And there were more shops, but they could not always deal with specialty stitching designs.
Yes.
But there were certainly over 1,000
Yeah.
shops altogether.
Altogether, and I think if we're lucky, we're 75 maybe.
Yeah. So if you're thinking that it's hard to find shops these days,
It is.
you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And luckily, we have some good online shops.
Definitely.
And as you know, our designs are always being sold. Our leaflets are continuing to be sold on our website. So just so you know,
Yes.
though they will continue to be sold to anyone, especially the downloadable PDFs. I think those are really fast and easy for you. But anyway, the shops, the wonderful shops that we used to just go and, see like 2 or 3 in a row, if you were in the East particularly. Here we had one in Victoria.
Yeah.
It was all needlework. At first she was a button person. And,
Yes.
and then she became a needle. So now they're called Button and Needlework Boutique.
Yes.
And they went into knitting.
They went into knitting. Yeah. Just because there wasn't enough people just buying the needlework or the buttons.
That's right.
You need to, diversify and have more options for people nowadays.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, don't worry. I've seen these cyclical things go through. And I know there will be a time, we may miss it, but I know there will be a time when the younger generation will also want to know
Definitely.
how to do things.
Yeah.
And if we give them that education and bring that forward, we're doing what all of our past needle women have done.
Definitely. I mean, what's really interesting, I was looking at one website the other day. Macrame is back.
Okay, that's the 70s.
That's exactly.
Okay,
I was going,
so-
macrame. Oh my goodness.
Only another 10 years and needlework
and
will
needlework
be back.
will be back. That's for sure.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Carol says, not just needlework shop closing, everything is on. Yes, there's certainly a lot online.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yes, I agree with you completely.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything else to share?
I don't
Today?
think so. I think we covered quite a bit.
We chit-chatted a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
But I do have one more thing to share. As you know, it's called Stitch Along Friday
Yes.
for a reason. We tried to, stop the word Facebook Friday, even though that was alliteration. We wanted to call it Stitch Along
Yeah.
Friday in case we moved it somewhere else.
Oh, that's
one
right.
day. Who
Exactly.
knows?
Yes.
So here we are, our July part 2 of our Stitch Along. Here it is. You've all done, or some of you have done the little cabin already in your own colors. Really cute too. Notice what's there now. We got a little ship and we have a water skier. Okay. Now, I put in the notes, remember you don't have to do the water skier because they're done in Petty Point and the water around them is done in Petty Point too, or also. So remember, you don't have to do the water skier, or you can do him or her with little black lines and do a little stick person.
Yeah.
That's also possible.
Definitely.
Or no water skier and just the boat.
Yeah.
Or no boat, no water skier at all.
And just have water.
Just have water. Lots and lots of fun. And I don't know how it's going to turn out because I didn't actually stitch the water skier myself yet. So because I don't know how it's going to turn out, please, those of you who are going to do the water skier, please do it as soon as you can,
so we can see.
Otherwise, I'll tell people stop, ignore the
don't,
water.
Don't do the water skier. But I think it'll be cute.
If it works, it'll be really cute. It's what I remember most about a cottage by a lake,
Absolutely,
or a cottage by the sea.
Yes.
Okay, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
I hope you have a wonderful weekend as well.
See you next week too, Ellen, and thank you, Sue, for your cute comment. And Jennifer loves July as well. And everyone's saying have a very wonderful weekend, and we will see you next Friday.
We will. Yeah. Until next Friday.
I think I have to push it again.
I think so.
Goodbye.
Bye.